In this tutorial, you'll build a real-time notification system in SwiftUI using Firebase and Firestore, where your UI updates instantly when new data arrives. On the left-hand side of the screen, the first simulator, we're logged in as Thread Blogs at the moment. So to show the application, how it works, I'll log in using Google Login as Iris Insights. Next thing I'll do, I will create a review for Thread Blogs. So I just type in hello world ABC and then post it. And as you can see, Thread Blogs, it contains a notification alert. So if I click on Thread Blogs profile, you'll see the actual notification that was submitted. Hello world ABC. And the notifications are also within a list, within the alerts as well. So we can also upload our profile image if we want to, and add our name and username. So this is the application we'll be creating. In this video, we're going to build a user search feature in SwiftUI powered by Firebase. We need to create a new Swift file, which will include our view model, I'll just copy and paste some code from the clipboard. We need to create a function called start. Always remove any existing listener first. With Firebase, duplicate listeners are an easy way to create subtle bugs, duplicated updates, and unnecessary reads. Capture self weekly inside long-lived callbacks. Firestore listeners can outlive the screen that created them, so this avoids keeping the view model alive longer than expected. If the screen is no longer visible, the listener should not still be consuming updates in the background. The next view we need to create is our Browse Profile view. This is our SwiftUI view. I'll just copy and paste some code from the clipboard. Bail out early before filtering. In a real app, I do not want to keep on recalculating unnecessary work when the search box is empty. Normalize once, then filter. These are the small details, but this is exactly the kind of thing that keeps searchable lists feeling more responsive as your data grows. I'll just copy the view body that was deleted earlier. No, that's not it. Just compile it. For names, usernames and IDs, I'll usually turn off autocorrect and auto capitalization. Otherwise, iOS starts helping in places where it is actually unnecessary, and also introduces UI or UX issues. That doesn't exist as yet. Profile skeleton row. Skeleton rows are not just visual polish, they preserve the layout while data loads. This makes the screen feels faster and more stable than flashy in content later. Than flashing in content later. I'll just paste the view from the clipboard for profile skeleton row. And then compile it again. Copy some code from the clipboard. And then type in the rest. Empty state copy should guide the next action. No results alone is a weak UX. Give the user a clear recovery path. Once the list starts growing, lazy VStack is a safer choice over a regular VStack because it avoids building every row up front. This view does not exist at the moment. I'll copy and paste it afterwards. So I'll do that just now. I want the whole card tappable, not just part of it. Wrapping the row in a navigation link gives better hit testing, cleaner accessibility and a much more polished feel. We need to add another closing bracket at the end of this view. And also avatar circle cannot be found, so we need to add that afterwards. So the next thing we need to do is to add a spacer. Task is a better lifecycle hook here than stuffing this into on a pair. It keeps the intent clear. Start the work when the view becomes active. If the view model is listening to live updates, this cleanup matters, otherwise you risk keeping work alive after the screen is gone. So now we just need to copy and paste the avatar circle view. We need to include another fallback. Always design for actual failure paths. Remote images fail more often than people think, so the fail back should still make the UI feel intentional rather than broken. I'll just compile it. The next thing we need to do is to return to our main tab view, our SwiftUI view, to enable our browse profile view to be navigated to. So I just copy the code from the clipboard. Compile it again. And now we can try to run it. And as you can see, we now have a list of users' profiles that we can browse. We can also filter or search. In the next episode, we'll implement the profile screen review listeners. You'll ship an actual review system with validation.